check us out at lafootballmagazine.com. Feature story today is Bubby Brister, former Neville quarterback and Northeast College. Now it's ULM. Bubby Brister. So we're going to be back. We've got our coach, Henry Rando. Henry, to talk to you a little bit more, I want to let a lot of people in the Baton Rouge area are really not familiar the way games are played in New Orleans. There's not a lot of stadiums. And I know when you started in coaching, you would share a field quite often. And there's a lot of Saturday games being played in New Orleans. A lot of recruits can't even take visits because they're playing at 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock at night, right?
Oh, yeah. That's really hurts, obviously, the student-athlete because Saturday afternoon and Saturday night is a big prep time because of the lack of stadiums in the metropolitan New Orleans area.
And, Coach, the thing about the stadiums, why couldn't they get you a turf field back when you were coaching? Now you got turf fields everywhere in the city, I hear. Everybody's getting a turf field, right?
Well, it is. It kind of just exploded. You know, it took one or two people to kind of maybe be the leaders of it and kind of went forward with it, and then everybody else kind of said, well, gee whiz, that's a great idea, which it's really wonderful. I had a chance my last year coaching at East Jefferson to coach on the turf at Joe Yenny Stadium, and it is fantastic.
And people don't realize outside the city of New Orleans how bad those fields are after a rain when they're used by 5, 6, 7 teams.
Well, they're terrible. They're telling me right now that Berman Stadium over in Algiers right now is in such bad condition that they're limiting even the playground teams to play on it.
Amazing. That's amazing. And Coach, since Katrina, you know, it's been a few years. It's amazing. You know, it's the what the city went through emotionally, and I know you were a part of that. And what is it like football-wise, in your opinion, with talent and teams since, you know, the years have gone by, and where do you think, or how long do you think it'll take to get back to where it's normal, if it's ever normal for the teams?
Well, you know, we know, Lee, that after Katrina, a lot of families did not move back to the metropolitan area.
Yeah.
Okay, and you could see teams around the state that benefit from that.
Yeah.
I think the North Shore has become extremely powerful, the North Shore teams, as a result of Katrina. And I think it has strengthened their programs. Needless to say, we know the story at Bastrop, what it did there, okay? And every now and then, I mean, you know, it's funny. You pick up the paper and you read about a player, and they'll say something like, well, a former New Orleans area player is now at such and such. So it really has helped other teams around the state. I don't think the city has come back at all yet. You know, you talk about, you know, the city with the Catholic League.
Yeah.
I don't think they're back.
Yeah.
I don't think they're anywhere near being what they were prior to Katrina. Obviously, the Orleans Parish schools, they're not back. Look how many of them never came back.
Right.
You know, so you can just see that it's going to take, I'm going to say, another 5 years at least.
Yeah, and I've noticed, Coach, you probably agree with me, the West Bank is really, there's a lot more talent on the West Bank. A lot of families moved into Laplace. You can tell that St. Charles is as good as ever, and East St. John, and even Riverside, you know, getting a lot of families in that area. And Baton Rouge, there's a lot of people that have moved to Baton Rouge. Some of these teams are doing real well. But I wanted to ask you one other thought. Coaching all those years, what was your favorite place to play a game besides your stadium, and your least favorite place to play a game?
Well, I think one of the most exciting places I think I ever played was in the old Hanville Stadium.
Okay.
Okay, the old Hanville Stadium. Now, I'm talking about on River Road,
yeah,
not where they are now.
Right.
Okay? That was a tough place to go play. And I had the opportunity with the Rummel team to go in there and play a Hanville team, and I have never seen anything like this in my life. I mean, I've never seen so many people. And that was just a tremendous place to play.
And, Coach, I want to let you know, next week we got Steve Foley coming on from Tulane and Denver Bronco, great, from New Orleans. Did you have a chance to see Steve play?
Well, Lee, we got a minute for a quick story?
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right. I'm coaching a Jesuit, and I had the opportunity to coach Steve's two older brothers.
Okay,
Mike and Rob. And they came to me one day and they said, Coach Rando, our younger brother Steve is coming to school this year. Would you kind of like look out for him and everything? So I did, and I see this little bitty skinny scrawny kid walk in, and he tells this story. I've been on several banquets and that with him where he's embarrassed the heck out of me, and I looked at him. And I said, I don't know if we can keep him on the freshman team.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have to cut him.
Too
well,
small.
Mark Oliveri and the two Foley brothers come and said, Coach, please, we'll do everything we can to get him ready to play. We'll work him and everything else. I looked at him one day and I said, you know, Steve, I said, you ever think about playing in a band? And, boy, he gave me a look out of this world, okay? Well, needless to say, you know, when they came back with the Orange Crush defense and he was playing with Denver, he used that story at a banquet.
Yeah.
You know, so you never know.
That's a great story.
And I've learned from that over the years that you don't know what a young man's going to look like from year to year. They change so much.
Yeah, from 14 to 17 is like 10 years.
It's a whole metamorphosis. It really is. It's the moth to the butterfly.
Well, Coach, I want to let you know that, you know, I appreciate you coming on the show tonight. We're going to send you your gifts. We're going to mail you your gifts as if you were here tonight. So you'll be getting gifts from us. And the show's going to be on the website for Steve to even see it. So I'm going to tell Steve to watch the show tonight.
Great.
So y'all can trade stories.
Do that and tell him I said hello, please.
And Coach, any last words? Who's the best team you've seen play in New Orleans this year that you've seen so far?
Who? Edna Carr.
Edna Carr. Jabbar Jalouk's done a pretty good job with that program.
Boy, he really has. And I tell you what, he's got a great quarterback in Munchie Legault.
Yeah.
He's a great athlete, and I think they can go a long way.
Got a lot of speed, Coach. And look, thank you for coming on, Coach Rando.
Well,
we enjoyed it.
I appreciate you having me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Coach.
Bye-bye.
I appreciate Coach Rando coming on. He's one of the great coaches out of the New Orleans area the last 30 years. We'll be back. We've got two more coaches coming up. Neil Weiner, head coach at Zachary High School, and Johnny Nagel, his assistant. We'll be back in just a moment.
At Peak Performance Physical Therapy, we treat everyone from those who serve ACEs to those who serve others. Now with 7 locations to serve you. If your doctor recommends physical therapy, ask for Peak Performance by name. The physical therapy choice of tennis players, waitresses, and everyone in between.
A chain is only as strong as its weakest link. What's yours? Balance. Strength. Agility. Power. What's holding you back? Get fit with Reaction Sports Training, specializing in customized programs for the athlete in you.
I'm a foot specialist.
I treat spines.
I treat knees.
I do shoulders.
Joint replacement.
And I practice. We all choose to practice
At the Bone and Joint Clinic,
where it's more like a family.
One convenient place. And appointments in days, not weeks.
Because our job has always been
to make you comfortable
for more than 60 years.